in an interview, do not ever use it depends. Hello guys, how are you? I understand you might notice the background is different, it's a little perspective distortion, and because this is a very sudden video. I got this topic 5 minutes ago, and 5 minutes later, here I'm recording it. Today, I'm going to teach you how to get a new job. You don't have to change your job. What I mean, I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks you can use when you're going for an interview. So I did one video about this topic, how to pass an interview, and this kind of a second part of that video, right? So today, this video mainly I'm focusing on people who have experience and who are going for a new position, but still you can use this technique even if you're a fresher and if you're going for an interview. So when we interview candidates, usually we ask some behavioral questions. Behavioral questions mean when like rather than giving you some hypothetical situation, we might ask you how did you react in this type of cases, because if you are carrying 5 years of experience, of course we know at least one or two kind of scenarios you might have passed during throughout your career. So we might ask questions, or your interviewer might ask questions from those, right? So when we ask question from those areas or behavioral question, the biggest mistake people do is they tell either stories. They tell huge story like a 10 minutes long. At the end of the story, he didn't know what he has told, and we can figure out what was that, because it's just a story, right? No data points as to get and analyze, right? And sometimes you give very short answer. In that case also we are missing some data points. So to avoid this problem, I'm going to teach you a trick where you can structure your answer and give your answer with relevant data point, so your interviewer can nicely analyze your answer and make his decision, right? So this is not my technique. This is a standard technique. This is called STAR technique. STAR technique mean you structure your answer into a STAR method. This is how it works. STAR mean STAR. S means situation. What was the situation you faced, right? And T mean task. What was the task you were supposed to do? A mean action. What are the actions you perform to get the task done? And R mean the results, right? So STAR, situation, task, action, and results. If you can fill all those four in your story, in your situation, then you have a complete answer and you are giving data points where interviewer can analyze and make the decision, right? Let's go some examples. So one behavioral questions would be, let's say, how did you, let's say you are coming as a lead, right? I'm or someone interviewing you as a tech lead, right? So that means you should have some leadership qualities with you. Questions can come something like this: how did you handle a stressful situation on your past career? Or did you had any time where you had a stressful deadline, and how did you handle it and what was the result? Or some similar question. So now what you need to do is you need to just put your answer into the STAR method. The first one is situation, right? You don't have to tell this is a situation, this is a task. You just in a story, in your mind, you need to build this. You can say, yeah, I can recall a situation where we had only 14 days to client demo. Then suddenly during our final checkup, we realized there is a huge gap between what we implemented and what was real infrastructure. There's a communication gap between two different systems. So without that, we can't achieve our results, right? But we have only 14 days for the final demonstration, but we cannot go for the demonstration because of this. So I was assigned to analyze the situation and fix this. So that means the task, what I'm supposed to do, right? So what I did was then action, right? That means action, STA, action. So now I can say what I did was I first analyzed both systems and I list down all the available solutions we can do to connect these two systems and solve our problem. And unfortunately, it came out like 30 days. But we don't have 30 days, we have only 14 days. So what I did was I went to my architect and I discussed with him regarding the multiple options and how we can short circuit and come up with some certain workarounds. Then once he approved, then I discussed with the PM and the client business analyst team, saying, hey, we have this problem and this is our plan. This is the first solution. We do this and we go for the demo, and then we do the rest of the fixes after the demo as a new release, right? And they agreed, and we perfectly done that. We complete our task within 10 days and we made a successful demo. See, your answer came within like a 3 minutes, and then we have a situation, we explain the task, and we explain the action, and we explain the results, right? So now interviewer has enough data points to gather and analyze and to see how you handle this type of situation, whether you are panicking under stress or whether you can balance it and come up with workarounds and solve the situation. So there are other type of behavioral questions you can fit to exact STAR method, right? For example, something like this. You might ask question, how you deal with people? For example, in your past experience, when you handle team, if people has different behaviors, how you deal with them. So you can explain something like this. In one of my project, I had a team member. He's really good. He was a senior engineer. He's really good, but he's not come on time to the office, and he's not cooperate with people, and he's not a good team player, but his work quality is good, so I didn't want to lose him. And my task was to make sure I'm keeping him, but he's not setting wrong example to the team, and he's become a team player. So what I did was I had few chat with him and to understand why he's getting late and why he's not participating, moving with other people, not attending the meetings on time. And then I realized he's going through his personal issues where he need to attend in the morning because of the personal commitments, and then only he come to work. So I understood his situation, and what I did was I pushed all the meetings like 30 minutes to behind the usual time. So then he have enough time, and then I explained him, okay, from my side, I will do this adjustment. From your side, you do this adjustment. So we came to the middle ground, and after that, he attended every single meeting. He came to office on time, and he was a good team player. So I can, and at the end of the day, I made him to become who I wanted in the team. So likewise, I can give enough examples, but here are the rules. Don't give any generic answer. In an interview, do not ever use "it depends." Don't ever use that. Why? Because "it depends" mean you have no idea, right? So when we hire you, or when someone hire you, we need to make sure you really fit into the job. It is not that you like hitting, like you're throwing 100 stones and 1 or 2 might hit. We don't need people like that, right? So therefore, stop giving generic answer. Be specific, right? And put into your answer into STAR method, and then end of the day, you will deliver really good answer and you will crack the interview. So most probably, if you follow this, you will get selected. So now what you can do is, if you're looking for a job, get some questions and practice this with the STAR method, right? So keep in mind, you don't have to tell this is a situation, this is a task, this is action, this is a result, but in a story, compile that and make it short to maximum 3 minutes. If the interviewer is interesting to your topic, he will ask follow-up questions, and then you can keep going. Don't give 10 minutes long answers. Okay, it was a very quick video, and wish you good luck if you're going for the interview, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.